Right, here we are for a segment that I am so excited about. We are going to construct a Chelsea dream team over the past 20 years. So we're going to go through, we're going to do it in 3 stages, starting today with the defence and the goalkeeper, and we are going to think of the best ever 11 to play for Chelsea. I've got 3 of the best footballing minds on the case, and myself, sadly, as well. Yeah, I've got George, who is Hurder of Buffalo, a big YouTuber and a massive Chelsea fan. Can you hear me, George?
Yes, mate, I can. How you doing?
Very well, thank you. How are you?
Yes, very good. Looking forward to this. Should be fun.
It should be really good fun. We've also got Chelsea HQ, who is huge on Twitter. I'm sure a lot of you know him. Can you hear me, Scott?
Hi, mate. Thanks for having me.
Oh, it's our pleasure. Thank you so much for coming on. And we also have Paul Jeffries, who is a Chelsea season ticket holder, and I'm sure that a lot of you have seen the CFC UK flag that goes across the North Stand before the games, the Pride of London one. Paul is a contributor to that. He helps it go across. So yeah, Paul, are you there?
Yeah, afternoon, mate. You right?
Yeah, very well, thank you. Fine.
Good.
Right, I'm really looking forward to this, guys. I suppose the sensible place to start is goalkeeper. I'll put a name on the table, and you guys let me know what you think. The first name to come to my head is Petr Cech. Paul, thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, if you're going to mention any other names, they're just going to be honourable mentions. Petr Cech's achieved everything with Chelsea, and it's really, really difficult to look past him.
Yeah, I completely agree. George, would you agree with that?
Again, I think, like Paul said, honourable mentions will be there. But I remember the first time I ever saw Petr Cech play. I think it was against United, wasn't it? Back in either 2004 or 05.
It was great knowledge. Yeah, Good Johnson scored, didn't he?
Yeah, Big Ida stepped up, and I think it was, I'm gonna guess and say the 13th minute. That was probably wrong.
Wonderful.
That's probably going too far ahead of myself. But no, you could just tell then. I mean, he's a big guy. He made some big saves in that game, and I think he's never looked back ever since his debut, really.
Absolutely agree. And Scott, would you also agree with that?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I think it's impossible not to pick Petr here because it really needed a special guy to replace Carlo Cudicini back then. And I think his consistency has been one of the main reasons we've been so successful over the last decade.
Brilliant. Well, this is easy, isn't it, guys? Unanimous. I'm just going to fill it in. Petr Cech, goalkeeper of the past 20 years. Done. Right, I suppose the next most sensible place to go, should we go left back? Let's go left back. Right. Again, I'm going to put the name on the table. I'm going to go Ashley Cole. Paul, any strong thoughts? Any contradictory thoughts?
No, not really. I mean, I guess the only other real honourable mention would be to Graham Rousseau. He was a Chelsea boy and he was pretty decent throughout the early years in this 20-year period. But other than that, I mean, left back was a bit of a difficult position for Chelsea for a number of years before Ashley Cole came in. And yeah, I think he's made it his own and he's done.
You mean you don't look back on the Asia del Horno years fondly? What about you, George? What do you, George? Would you agree, Ashley Cole?
I would definitely say Ashley Cole again. I think, again, from the moment he came in, we started winning trophies, and he was always renowned as sort of one of the best in the world, if not the best left back in the world, sort of after Roberto Carlos. So, again, I think this could be a bit boring, Rory. You're getting it right every time, mate.
It's brilliant. And so, yeah, another unanimous one. Scott, just to double check, are you happy with that?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, just seeing him move across London to Chelsea was just brilliant to see. And
we got William Gallas out of our hair
yes,
and the same
sure.
deal. How wonderful.
And also his penalty in Munich was probably the most important one. So yeah,
absolutely.
Always.
What a man. God, this is fantastic. Right, I think this could be a slight issue. I'm going to say right back next. I'm going to let one of you put a name on the table. Paul, right back.
There's a number of names that come up for right back. For me, the first name I'm going to throw in is Dan Petrescu.
Yes, Paul, a man after my own heart. I'm going to be fighting very hard in this for Dan Petrescu. George, do you have a different suggestion?
I think over previous years, as in the recent previous years, we can't look any further than Ivanovic, simply because he has become not only our number one right back, but he's also probably, in my opinion, become the best left back in the Premier League, give or take maybe Zabaleta as well. But I'm definitely going to pick Ivanovic.
Okay, that's nice to have another name on the table. And Scott, what are your thoughts here?
I've also gone with Petrescu, yeah, because I just think he was one of the best attacking right backs in the Premier League, in my opinion.
I
And
agree.
I don't think Ivanovic offers us that much, except scoring goals, of course, but he doesn't make that many great runs going forward, in my opinion. So yeah, I'm gonna go for Petrescu.
Understood. This is very interesting, guys, because a wonderful, wonderful man hasn't yet had a mention. And that is
Steve Clark.
Steve Clark, absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
No, the man who definitely knows how to treat a lady, Paulo Ferreira.
Oh, yeah.
Does
Can't
anybody
forget Big Paolo. Can't forget him.
can't forget
Yeah.
Paulo? I'm surprised that out of the four of us, that nobody has mentioned Paulo Ferreira. Does anybody think that he deserves at least mention for this dream team, even a place? Paul, what do you think?
Certainly a mention. I mean, Paulo was solid and dependable and was fully just got Chelsea really, and he's still going now. He played pretty well, but I mean, I don't think kind of individually you can kind of say that he had the same impact as perhaps Ivanovic is doing now, or even within the team of the mid-90s, Petrescu did.
Understood. So if I were to push you for an answer, Paul, what are you going to say?
It's a difficult one, really. I think Ivanovic has probably contributed more, but I'm conscious that this last 20 years team is just going to be a post-Roman team, so I'm going to go for Petrescu, I think.
Right. Although try not to let that influence you. Just go overall. Are you still going to stick with Petrescu?
I think so, yeah.
If
Compliments Cole on the other side.
Do you know what, George? I completely respect your Ivanovic suggestion, but can I just throw this into the mix? Dan Petrescu has a daughter, and he called her Chelsea.
Oh no, that sealed it. The deal is sealed. I'm converted.
And Scott, do you agree? What you thought Petrescu originally? Has anything
Yes,
you've heard so
yes.
far changed your mind?
Nothing really, no. I also think Petrescu was so good at crossing the ball, which isn't always a given with right backs these days.
Definitely.
So yeah, that's another reason, yeah.
Wonderful. This has made me so happy because I thought that I was going to have to fight a lot harder to get my main man Dan in. So I'm absolutely delighted with this. Right, centre halves. I think one is going to be a given. There's no need to even discuss it yet. The person who were to partner John Terry is slightly more up for grabs in my opinion. And the name that I'm going to put forward first, before asking Paul for his thoughts, is Marcel Desailly. Paul, thoughts?
Yeah, Desai was solid and was effectively where Terry learned everything from, and he became an absolutely superb player from that. And I think Desai was kind of the stopgap that brought us from the 90s kind of like foreign influx into really becoming like a force in the Premier League. So he certainly deserves some recognition. Personally, it's, for me, I think the Carvalho-Terry partnership is unlikely to be beaten. So I'd be going for Ricardo Carvalho personally.
Oh, interesting. George, what are your thoughts on this position?
I was going to go with the same as Paul. I was going to say Carvalho. I think Desai, again, a very, very good shout. And I don't think, like you said, Terry would be the player that he is now without him. But I'm just going to go with Carvalho simply because I don't even think I can ever remember a Chelsea team since that partnership that I can say that, right, we're going to play United away, we are not going to concede a goal.
Yeah.
You know, that was every time they played, we knew that they were going to be solid. There was never going to be any slip-ups. And I'm going to go with Carvalho.
Okay, this is slightly surprising me. Scott, what are your thoughts here?
Same here, yeah. I've also picked Carvalho. Yeah, I just think his partnership with John Terry was so crucial to us winning back-to-back premierships. Obviously, it was great having a world champion in Desailly at Chelsea, but I just think that Carvalho-Terry partnership was just phenomenal.
Wow, I'm completely outvoted, but I will fall on my sword here and allow this one to pass. So we're going to go Carvalho and John Terry at centre half, which I think is I mean, I certainly don't argue with it. And also, I didn't enjoy some comments that Marcel Desailly said recently about Chelsea's atmosphere. So you're out, Marcel. Joke's on you, mate. I'm really pleased with that. I think that's a really, really solid back line. And we all completely agree, don't we? We're happy as it stands. Petr Cech in goal, Ashley Cole left back, John Terry partnering Ricardo Carvalho at centre half, and Dan Petrescu right back.
You're on to a winner there.
We are.
Yeah.
You sure you don't want to put Gary Cahill in there, Rory?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I'm looking forward to bidding him farewell in the summer. Thanks for everything, Gary, but it's over. Guys, I'm so happy with that. That's a fantastic first instalment of this. I look forward to getting you online again and sorting out a midfield, which I think could lead to some serious arguments.
I agree.
Yeah.
So thank you very much. Thank you guys for watching as well. And be sure to comment and let us know what you think. And also, add us on Skype. We're going to flash it up right now, exactly how to do it. And yeah, add us on Skype because we're going to create a group to have this debate in. But also, let us know your comments underneath. Thank you very much for watching, everybody. And yeah, we'll see you next time. Come on, you Blues.